Hello everybody, welcome back to Back Out of the Case. This is Skyflight 44, aka Sect 44, and today I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, the first game in one of my most beloved series ever in, well, video games. Up there with Gran Turismo until they fucked it up with 5, and Pokemon. Now look, a lot of people don't use this weapon for the entire game. I, however, do. There's actually quite a little bit we can actually show off with this weapon. There's a lot of new things that we can actually do. Okay, we're going to do that because I don't actually... There's TNT boxes in this game. Coming, you know, nicely right after Crash Bandicoot. Thing about the blaster is, in this game, because it's not really a it's a third-person shooter, but we can move around quite easily, just like in other platformers. It's not locked or anything. To make aiming easier, the game actually has this nice little auto-aim reticle, which really does come in quite a bit in the other games. And holy shit, slow down. But one of the things about it is, since there's no strafe button in this game, it's actually quite hard, or it's not as easy, I should say. It's not hard, but it's not as easy to actually get a good target on the enemy. No, let's go with the blaster. But if you can actually move well enough, the auto aim is still really easy to actually use. It's just, you know, you have a complete handle of the controls of this game, which you can actually use the auto aim without a strafe button. But holy shit, come going commando, the strafe button makes everything easier. Oh, that was close. I still haven't gotten hit yet, and that's weird, really, really weird, because I'm already in the 3rd level and I haven't gotten hit. This is actually better than my practice, well, my Furry Assholes run, I should say. I'm probably going to get ahead in this level, though, just saying that. Ooh, get away, Pat. I want to see my actual boat count. 1,400. Yeah, I got enough.
Ratchet, that's the man we saw on the infobot. Remember? He knows Captain Quark.
Hey, you're that robot guy, right?
No, actually, I build robots. I myself am not a robot guy, per se.
Nerd.
I like him.
So, now that we've cleared that up, what can I do for you?
Well, we saw your infobot announcement. You were with Captain Quark. We're trying to find Captain Quark. We thought you could help us.
Your logic is commendable. However, I haven't seen Captain Quark since we shot that commercial. Say, do you run on standard XP18 sister boards?
Version 7.66.
Back at ya. I may be able to help you out after all. How does a helipack upgrade sound?
Upgrade?
Natch. Since he's a 766, I could have the little guy up and flying in no time. Of course, I'll just need my fee for service. Okay, this won't hurt a bit.
Hey, wait. Ratchet, am I cool now?
Yeah, you the man, Clank.
You're welcome.
Okay, now we actually got the helipack. Basically, what does it do? If you actually crouch, you can go high. Or long jump. Or you can just glide. Basically, you know, your standard platforming stuff. Actually, if I remember correctly, I believe my first hit I got in the entire game in my Furry Assholes run, which I haven't done anything with because everybody that can actually do it has, well, horrible mic problems at the moment. I'm just going to be wasting a lot. If you're not good with the actual auto-aim, you're going to be wasting a lot of ammo with the blaster. But you see that little statue over there? That's on Al's Robo Shack. You can actually, should I show it? But if you actually get up there after we get on the elevator and glide over there, you can actually get a skill point for that. That's another thing that they actually brought from Spyro the Dragon series. If you actually get all 30 of them, there's a nice little prize that actually there's different prizes that we can actually get, which I'm going to be showing off in my other file. That first one I have basically has everything. I just need to beat the game, especially with how many times I've actually played this game recently, just going through from the very beginning. I probably should have went and played that just because I would have my platinum by now. The only thing I have to do is actually play the game in challenge mode a couple of times for that to happen. Just holy shit, a million bolts in this game. Takes you like 5-6 playthroughs to actually get. I might as well kill you too. Oh crap. It's not working. Bomb glove, save me. Yeah, killed him. What? There's another. If you actually look this way, there's actually a bolt we can get over here. Nice little gold bolt. Nice little platforming. You drop down, you're going to actually encounter little doggies, robo doggies, and we're going to have to put them all down. Now that machine over there, if you actually kill one or two, well, maybe if I kill a little bit more. Yep, see? I'll actually spawn more of them. It's one of those mook makers. But trying to do this with the wrench or any of your other weapons is probably, it's not going to be suicide, but you're going to get hit. I just know it. Using the pyrocitor and just, well, spraying the hell out of it works really, really well in taking them all out without actually going and getting hit. I still can't believe I haven't gotten hit in this one. But here's the thing. The combat in this level is getting close to being over. There's only really one more area that's actually going to, I'm going to have to deal with. Now, there's actually some bolts up here that we can get. Not a gold bolt, but there's actually bolts we can get up here. Get up here. You can either make yourself a platform by just doing the smart decision, just blowing up a couple of different boxes over there, or just going and, I believe, doing a high jump from that stack of 2 boxes. And then you can actually get these, or you can just blow this. You can actually blow these boxes up and maybe actually use your wrench to actually get them to all magnetize. Oh, that's nice. I believe in speed runs because you actually need to have, like with the plumber, you actually have to go and spend money to proceed on with the story. You'll actually go and use the bomb glove to just go and destroy boxes, but it's much, much quicker and you don't actually have to stop for that to happen. Now right here, we're actually going to be on a moving train. Is this going to make killing these guys easy? Well, no. It's going to make it all that harder? Not really. But it's not going to be all too bad. Those missiles actually don't go all the way, which is nice. Neither does my own. Oh shit, that seems to be getting awfully close. Oh well, gonna have to get a little bit closer to do this. Thing is, I haven't gotten hit yet, and I really don't want. I don't want to get hit. Oh crap. Okay. Good, you're gone now. Die! Come on! Just die! Oh, good. Still haven't got hit yet. Moving over here to the info bot. They'll actually come back into the station even if it's not even close to it. There's only one more enemy we actually have to go and kill for this level. He's right here. He drops mines, but I don't even know if they hurt you or not. Well, I'll give you explosives. Damn! I don't believe you can actually send more than 2 of them out, if the most would be 3. However, if he actually comes back, he'll actually suck these mines back in, and then he can put more out. I still can't believe I haven't gotten hit. But basically, if you actually get hit, these blue balls are actually nanotech. They'll pretty much heal you from within. And that's cool. I still can't believe it. I've never gotten to this point without actually getting hit. And I know just saying this is going to get me to get hit, which is, well, sad.
Greetings, Executive Chairman Drek.
Dispense with the pleasantries, Lieutenant. My sources tell me you're behind schedule. You must prepare this planet to be harvested for our new world.
Yes, sir. As you can see, everything is moving along as planned.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. And as your former commander can tell you, I don't take disappointment well.
Yes, sir. I won't fail.
Drek is destroying yet another planet.
Yeah, but if that's the kind of help he's getting, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
You should not underestimate Chairman Drek. He is quite dangerous. We must find Captain Quark.
Look, that lieutenant doesn't seem so tough. Let's take him out ourselves.
Perhaps we can persuade the lieutenant to tell us where Drek is.
Now you're talking.
That will take us to Eudora. Eudora is my favorite level in the entire game for multiple reasons. Actually, my favorite reason for liking that level is the reason why I don't necessarily like playing the end of this game. The early levels in this game are just absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I'm going to want to get... let's get some more. No, I'm not really going to need it, but I don't really think we're actually going to come into contact with any, what was it called? Well, we're not going to come in contact with many ammo crates. And Will's my favorite weapon in the game.
Welcome to the Captain Quark Fitness Course. If you're strong enough, fast enough, and clever enough to beat my fitness challenge, you will receive a reward from my head trainer. Simply make your way to the 3rd island to complete the course. Good luck! Quark Enterprises is not responsible for sprains, broken bones, snapped tendons, bruised egos, or accidental death incurred while taking the challenge.
Excuse me, Captain, but we have more pressing issues. We urgently need your assistance.
Clank,
Yes?
do you notice anything unusual about Captain Quark?
Well, I find the fact that he has a spring where his leg should be to be quite puzzling.
And why do you think that is?
Possibly an injury incurred while battling evil?
This isn't the real Captain Quark, you numbskull. It's a robot.
Oh.
Now, that actual scene kind of reminds me of another thing I actually like about this game. I'll get on to talking about why I think Eudora is like awesome and why I don't necessarily like the end levels of this game as much as the earlier ones when I actually get to Eudora. But that little scene, well, sometimes, especially in the later games, it's kind of, you sort of forget that Clank, even though he's a robot, he's still kind of a newborn. He's naive. Was technically born as a machine created for, well, to kill, which Clank knows for himself. It comes up a couple of times in the actual series, but Drek doesn't want anything to do with them. Just wants them dead. It's just technically both Clank and Ratchet are both orphans. Ratchet was an orphan who actually lived or was sent to Veldin and just basically lived his life there. And if you actually look at the you just think about having a sort of like wasteland type world, a desert type world. That's probably not the best world to actually live on. I'm just gonna say. He's not necessarily a loner, but that's some of his personality quirks is justified because of that.
Listen up, you loudballs! That was the most pathetic display I have ever seen on that obstacle course!
What do you mean?
We finished the circuit, ma'am.
Oh yeah, but it was weak. Weak! When I was competing, I would devour courses like that for breakfast!
Bet that's not all.
If it were up to me, you would drill for the rest of the day! But somehow you managed to impress that fool Captain Quark!
Captain Quark knows about us?
He certainly does. And worst of all, he wants me to give you a prize for that ridiculous performance!
Cool, what is it?
I'm supposed to give you a swing shot, so you can sway to and fro like little insects.
Alright, let's see it.
Not so fast. Today the two of you disgraced my obstacle course, so I am going to make you pay.
But that prize is ours from the captain. That's not fair.
Too bad, life's not fair.
Sweet. I bet Captain Quark uses stuff like this all the time.
Ha! Real men can swing without silly toys like that. The two of you make me sick.
We got the swing shot. Before I forget what I was talking about, because I will if I just talk about the swing shot now. But basically, you can actually go into first person, do that, or the auto-targeting you can actually just use. And which these stationary ones, and then there's these ones that you can just swing on. And it's actually quite a lot of fun. This is one of the gadgets that reappears in the series quite frequently. But Ratchet, another thing I actually like about Ratchet and Clank is, well, specifically Ratchet, is Clank in the very first game is supposed to be a hero. He's sort of very naive and just complete idealist. Ratchet, on the other hand, isn't a hero. He will become a hero during the entire series, but he does not start out as a hero. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going for a gold bolt before I'm going back through this. But that's one of the things I really liked about this game. Because of his childhood, living on Veldin, which, again, probably he hasn't had too much contact with people, considering it is a wasteland type world with huge bottomless pits everywhere. I don't think there's too many places you can actually go and see a lot of people. Ratchet's all in this for himself. He's taking Clank to these places because, well, Clank's the only way he can actually go and start any of these ships. He's just in it for the ride. He's not necessarily in it to really go and save anybody. And that becomes quite apparent later on. Now, a lot of people didn't like Ratchet's personality in this game, and that's not really going to come up until later in the second part. But yeah, it becomes... I don't really blame too many people. But, unlike everybody else, I see his personality, his horrible personality, being justified. And that, because of his childhood, it doesn't make me think, how did he become this way? I can see him becoming that way. He really is only in this for the adventure. Because, again, he was stuck on Velden, which, along with probably not having too many people, also doesn't have too many things that he could probably do. One more gold bow we can actually get. Right here. It's just that I really like how both Ratchet and Clank are truly kind of orphans, and how just how both of them actually change. Ratchet in particular, throughout the entire series, changes quite a bit. And just how close they actually become to each other. And how, to be honest, that's really the only family they actually have. Until later, you can say. But for the most part, that really they only have each other for a true family. Which I've always liked that little angle, if you see it that way. Another thing I actually liked about this series, Ratchet, if you actually look at Ratchet from the first game to the second game, his personality changes quite a bit. But if you actually look at him in the second game, his actual... Well, we're going to be going to Iridia next, but his actual... He doesn't change from a selfless hero to a selfless hero from the selfish adventurer he was in the very beginning into the second game. He goes through character development throughout every single game, and he doesn't truly become the selfless hero until a crack in time, which, when you really think about it, is the for Insomniac, the 7th installment in the entire series, which some of the character development is subtle, but it goes over a course of several games, in which other characters and other heroes that may not be a hero in the very beginning pretty much go from one game to the next game, even if they're in multiple games, and go through all that character development in one game, and it's not so good for me. But I'm going to stop it here because I drank way too much water in all those cutscenes. But see ya, everybody.